The wilderness was acceptable. Isn't it good enough that we've already come out of Egypt and sacrificed so much? Every 10 out of 12 tribes, or at least their leaders, were okay. And their people were okay with the wilderness. Acceptable. Someone say acceptable. Do you know what's acceptable in your family is for you to go to church but never open your mouth after church. It's acceptable for you to go to church but not stand up against current issues that really matter. It's acceptable for you to go to church and not speak truth about things that are happening in the media that are killing and stealing this nation and taking it to hell. It's acceptable to go to, there's people who stand for things that are complete abominations against God who say they go to church because that's what's acceptable. But you know what's not acceptable? Someone who's going to take what they heard at church and walk it out all on their own when they go home. Someone who's going to say, like Moses, God didn't tell Moses it's going to be 10 plagues. Because you can see Moses' response after. He's like, God, why? Goes before, and Pharaoh's like, no. And Moses probably said, oh, I knew this was going to happen. I knew that when I was going to stand up for righteousness, my family would hate me. I knew that when I would stand up for righteousness, say, you know what, we're going to go to church now. Our kids are going to go to church now. We're going to get involved. We're going to go to prayer meeting. Oh, my gosh, one more day. That's radical. They almost consider you a cult around here if you go to church more than once a week. Because it's acceptable to go to church, but it's not acceptable to be the church.